I noticed that a lot of the slideshows that I'm looking at on websites are not complete. For example, here's my sample website. I'm on the About Me page. And what I'm noticing is a lot of your slides look like this. My totem animal should be a picture of your totem animal here and a description here. A lot of you typed in the name of the animal or the type of animal, but I asked you to copy and paste the paragraph of what the animal was and also include a link. So, for instance, on this slideshow, I'm going to go to that page. And in this case, I'm going to use coyote. If the text wraps like this, just pull it to the side until it fits. Your name might be even longer than that, so you can stretch it out as far as you need to. If you know what the animal is, but you didn't copy and paste the text, here's how you find that text to copy and paste. In Google Classroom, click on this link and then over here in the search engine, type in the animal and click search. This will take you to this page. I'm going to select this text here. Notice how it has three dots and the sentence ends right here. I'm going to click these three dots. Oh, wait a minute, read more. Sorry about that. Coyote symbolism and meaning. I'm only interested in this first paragraph. So I'm going to copy all of this text by selecting it and then copying it by holding the Control key down and tapping the letter C. Then I'm going to go back to my slideshow, double click this, and paste that text in there by doing Control V. If it's too much text like it does here and it spills off the end, I'm going to select this text and delete it. And then I'm going to add this phrase. To learn more about the animal, click this link. So add this text and then change it to whatever your animal is. Go back here to this website, click one time in the address bar, copy it, Control C, go back to your slideshow, select where it says click this link, go up here to the linking tool, click that, paste it in, Control V, and apply. Then you can do a Google search for your animal. I just typed in coyote and I really like this one. So I'm going to Control click on this. It's going to open up another page with that image in there. And then you can open it up from that document wherever you find it. This is a really large image, so I'm going to right mouse click on it. In your case, I think you can hold the Alt key down and tap it. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, here we go. So it's going to download that image to your computer. I'm going to put it on the desktop, save it, go back to my slideshow, select Insert Image, Upload from Computer. Your computer looks a little bit different than mine does because I have a regular laptop, whereas you have a netbook or a Chromebook. So I'm going to click on desktop, but yours is probably in the download folder. I'm going to click on here and open it. You can move it around in here. You can make it larger if you want. I'm going to make it really big over here. Notice how the picture is covering up where it says this sentence, and also there's a sentence down here. So I'm going to select Arrange, Order, Send to Back. And now this text is in here, and this text is in here. Here's the nice thing about the way we're doing this. Having images and text in a Google slideshow, because it's embedded in your website. Here's the About Me slideshow on Andrew Stewart Dent's website. I'm going to go full screen on this so that I can see the presentation, and then click forward. It automatically updates your website slideshow because it's embedded in the site. So what I want you to do is I want you to go through every single slideshow or every single slide and make sure that they all have a description and at least one image. I also noticed these buttons are missing from this slide. I'm going to have to go back into my slideshow and copy and paste them in here, which means I may also have to reduce this photo to do that. Here's how you do that. I'm going to open up another tab and go to Slides. Open up that slideshow. Click on that slide on the left-hand side. And I want to see if the picture's there, so I'm going to click on it. Do Control X. And the controls are not there, so I can do Control Z to undo that. Go to another slide. I'm going to click this one. Hold the Shift key down and click this one. And click this one with the Shift key still held down. Then I'm going to copy those three objects by holding the Control key down and hitting the letter C on my keyboard. Go back up to this slide and paste it in by doing Control V. And it will paste it right in place. So this still kind of reads okay, but it's a little bothersome that the coyote's head is back here. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce this photo. And also, since this text is a little bit hard to read because of where his foot is, I'm going to reduce it this way as well. If you want to have more than one picture in here, you can. But again, the nice thing about having this system the way it is when I close this window, and go back to the website, I'm going to refresh the screen by clicking this button over here, just to make sure that it's been updated. Click on this button to go full screen on the presentation. And then when I use my navigation buttons, there they are. So I can go back to the index. Oh, the index button isn't working. Okay, let's fix that. And there's also buttons missing from here. I know this is a lot of information, but the nice thing about doing it this way is I'm troubleshooting this as I go. So I'll go back here to Slides. The index button is supposed to go back to the index page. And since that button doesn't work, I'm going to copy and paste it from one slide to the next, and then copy and paste it to all of the slides just to make sure that it works. So here's how that works. Open up the slideshow. Go to that slide as soon as it's done refreshing the screen. Still thinking. So notice that my slide is slide number 2, where the index is. I'm going to click this one. Click on the index button. Click on this link up here. And select slide 2. Notice when I typed in slide 2 that it shows up right here. So I'm going to click on slide number 2, and now that link is set. While I'm here, I want to check these two also. So that one says next slide. That one says previous slide, exactly how it should. So just to make sure that this is good on all of these slides, again, I'm going to hold the Shift key down, click this button, Shift key, hold that one down, copy it by doing Control C, and then I'm going to go through all of these slides, select those 3 by clicking and dragging a rectangle around them and pasting in those buttons with Control V. As long as there's nothing on the page in the way, you can just click and drag a rectangle around those and paste it in. So for some reason it's not on this page, so I'm just going to hit Control V and paste it in there. Then I can go through every slide and do the same thing. I'm just clicking on the next slide. This one already has them in there, but I'm not sure if they're accurate, so I'm going to click and drag a rectangle around it, delete them, and do Control V. And then I'll just continue that process for however many slides there are on here. Sometimes the information gets corrupted from one year to the next for whatever reason, because I created this last year and it worked just fine. But just to be safe, I'm going through and deleting all of these and pasting in the new one. So now, this slideshow on the web page should work properly. Once again, I'm going to refresh the screen by clicking this button. As the slideshow comes up, I'm going to click this button to go full screen. Every time you make a change to something, you want to test it out. So I'm going to click the forward button here and here. Now when I click the index, it should go back to the index page. The nice thing about this setup is all of these buttons are linked to those pages. And you can continue to use the forward and backward arrows, or you can go back and click the index button and it'll take it back here, and you can navigate like this. So again, that was a lot of information, but that's how you update your About Me page with your totem animal and a photograph and a link to that website.